Hello martial artists, students and Taekwondo fans. Today we would like to talk about pushing. Is pushing allowed in Taekwondo sparring? We'll check out the situations when you are allowed to do it or you don't, and what kicks work best as a follow-up. Let's go. Pushing is allowed in Taekwondo sparring as long as you don't do it to take your opponent out of bounds or while they are starting their kicking techniques. So for example, you are practicing someone with your kicks and they get out on the edge, almost out of bounds, and you want to take them out, you're not going to be able to push them there, or you will, but you're going to lose points if you do that. So that's one of the situations where you cannot use pushing. The other one that's pretty straightforward is while your opponent is kicking. So they're starting their combos, and instead of you throwing counterattacks, you are thinking about pushing them to the ground just to stop their attacking techniques. That's not going to work. You're also going to get a deduction for that. Now, let's check out when you can use pushing in Taekwondo. Very straightforward. You can use it when you're in the clinch. So let's say you're starting your kicking techniques, you have combos, your opponent is backing up, but at some point you guys land in the clinch. From there you're allowed to push to create a space for these short kicks or longer kicks. It doesn't really matter as long as you create the space through pushing. That is allowed. So you're gonna use your pushing in order to create dominance of the area, to establish dominance of the area. Whenever you want to keep the center, you don't want to back up, to get in the clinch and to work from the clinch and create space in the same time. So pushing is very helpful in case you are, for example, a shorter fighter and you want to stay close, but in the same time create space from time to time so you are able to throw your kicks. Let's go through some kicks that I think work best while pushing in Taekwondo sparring. The first one is going to be the 45-degree roundhouse. Pretty straightforward. You land in a clinch, you just push to create space, and you can throw a short roundhouse to the chest guard in order to score. Depending on how your opponent is in the clinch and what angle, you are going to throw either of the legs, the one that normally has more space. So for example, if I'm here and I'm pushing, I have more space on my left than on my right to throw my kick, so I would rather do that one. The second kick that works with pushing, while pushing, especially from the clinch, is the crescent kick, and I'm sure a lot of sparring athletes, a lot of you already did it. You are just landing in the clinch, you are pushing, and from there you are just touching the helmet. Again, this one works on both sides, so you could work on this leg as well, but this one is easier to defend because your opponent's arms would be on this side. So therefore, that's why most players go on the blind spot side when it comes to the crescent kicks, because it's a little harder to defend right there. And the last kick that could work from pushing, but it's a little harder to execute, but I've seen players do it. It's a back kick, a short tucked in back kick. So if you land right here, you're kind of pushing out, and from here you just jump in a short tucked in back kick. That could actually bring you 4 points. So that's even better than a crescent kick. When it comes to training, pushing in Taekwondo sparring, it's good to have it part of different combos. So for example, you could do push and roundhouse, or push and crescent kicks with a partner. While you do kicking lanes, you're just gonna keep moving on the lane. You push and kick on the same side, and you can come back on the other side, and then your partner would do it in the same time. And you can replace the roundhouse with crescent kicks, or the roundhouse with back kicks, or anything like that. But make sure you add pushing to your combos, to the rest of the combos that you are working on, if you want to be able to use it really nicely when it comes to tournaments and sparring. Personally, I was excited when they added pushing back within the rules of Taekwondo, because I think it brings Taekwondo closer to what the martial arts should be, and I think pushing could be very effective when you spar in almost any combat sport. This is it for today. Thanks for watching. In case you enjoyed this, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. We'll see you in the next episode. W1 out.